What if I told you one of the most advanced warships in the world was destroyed, not by overwhelming force, but by jets flying so low they disappeared from reality itself? May 25, 1982. North of the Falkland Islands. The ocean looks calm. The sky is clear. There's no sign of danger. But beneath that silence, a deadly approach is already in motion. A battle is about to unfold that will change how modern naval warfare is understood forever.
The British forces believe they are in control. Their ships are equipped with powerful radar systems. Their missile defenses are considered among the best in the world. The strategy is simple: detect the enemy early, destroy them at range, and never let them get close. It's a system built on confidence, built on technology, built on the assumption that nothing can slip through, but far away. Argentinian pilots are preparing for a mission that ignores all of those assumptions. This isn't a normal attack. This is something far more dangerous. Because instead of relying on altitude, speed, or distance, they're about to rely on something much simpler if they're going to disappear. Inside the cockpit, Captain Pablo Carballo steadies his breathing. Ahead of him is nothing but open ocean. No landmarks, no cover, no second chances. But below him, that's where survival lies. He lowers the aircraft, slowly at first, then more aggressively. The jet drops closer and closer to the surface until it's almost touching the water. At this altitude, the world changes. The curvature of the Earth itself begins to hide him. British radar systems, designed to detect threats from miles away, start to lose their grip. Signals bounce off the surface. Targets vanish. What should be visible becomes invisible. The Skyhawks move forward in formation. For jets, flying at terrifying speed, just meters above the ocean. Every second is a risk. One wrong move, one slight miscalculation, and the aircraft would slam into the sea. There's no margin for error, no time to recover. And yet, they push forward, because this mission isn't about staying safe. It's about getting so close to the target that escape becomes irrelevant. That on board HMS Coventry, everything still feels controlled. The crew is alert. Systems are active. Weapons are ready. Captain David Hartdyke stands on the bridge, watching, calculating, trusting the systems around him. The seadart missile system is primed. It's designed to destroy incoming aircraft long before they can pose a real threat. But then, something unexpected enters the picture. The Harrier jet friendly in the same airspace where enemy aircraft are suspected to be approaching. And suddenly, the situation becomes complicated. Because in modern warfare, identifying your target is just as important as destroying it. Fire too early, and you risk hitting your own aircraft. Wait too long, and you give the enemy exactly what they need. Time begins to compress. Decisions must be made instantly. And in that moment of hesitation, something slips through. The radar attempts to lock onto incoming targets. But the signals aren't clean. They're unstable. The system struggles to interpret what it's seeing. The jets are too low, too close to the surface, too unpredictable. The lock fails. Over on HMS Broadsword, the Seawolf system attempts to take over. It detects the incoming threat, tracks it, locks on. For a brief moment, it looks like the defense might hold, and then it crashes. Not a delay, not a glitch, not a complete system failure. In the exact moment when everything needs to function perfectly, nothing works. The silence doesn't last long, because suddenly, the first wave appears. They rise from the horizon like shadows breaking through reality. Too fast to track, too low to intercept. The British ships react immediately. Guns open fire. Tracer rounds cut through the air. The sky fills with movement, with chaos, with urgency. But the Skyhawks don't stop. They push forward, straight into the defensive fire, straight into danger, because they know something the defenders are just beginning to realize: that they've already gotten too close. Bombs release. Seconds feel like minutes, then impact. Explosions tear across HMS Broadsword. Metal bends. Systems shake. Smoke begins to rise. The ship is hit, damaged, but still afloat, still fighting. But this wasn't the final attack, because behind them, another wave is already approaching. The second group moves in with even greater intensity. Mariano Velasco, Jorge Nelson Barono. They've seen the chaos ahead. They've seen the defenses. They understand the risk better than anyone. And yet, they go lower, even closer to the sea, even faster than before. HMS Coventry is now exposed. Its primary defenses have failed. Its radar has lost control of the situation, and time is running out. The jets appear suddenly, almost unreal, emerging from the horizon like something the system should have seen, but didn't. There's no time to react, and no time to recover. Only seconds. The bombs drop, and then everything changes. The first explosion rips through the ship's computer room. The second tears into the engine section. The impact is devastating. Not just damage, but destruction from within. Systems fail instantly. Power begins to collapse. Control disappears. The ship shudders under the force. Inside, the environment transforms in seconds. Lights flicker violently. Smoke floods the corridors. The air becomes thick, hard to breathe. Men are thrown off balance. Some are injured, some trapped, and yet something remarkable happens. There is no panic, only action. Orders are given clearly. Voices remain controlled. Despite the chaos, discipline holds. Captain Hartdike makes the decision, abandon ship, that it's not hesitation. It's not doubt, that it's understanding. The crew begins to move, helping one another, carrying the wounded, navigating through smoke and fire. Every movement matters. Every second counts. Because survival is no longer about defense, that it's about escape. Water begins to flood sections of the ship. The angle starts to shift. Slowly at first, then more noticeably. The reality becomes impossible to ignore. HMS Coventry is sinking. Sailors reach the deck. Some pause for a moment. Just a second. Looking back at the ship they stood on, trusted, lived on. Then they jump into the cold ocean below. The ship tilts further. More aggressively now. The structure begins to give in to gravity. The damage is too severe. The systems are gone. There is nothing left to save. And then, it happens. The ship disappears beneath the surface. Gone. Just like that, the ocean closes over it, leaving behind only debris, smoke, and survivors in the water. When it's over, the numbers begin to settle in. 19 lives lost, 170 saved. But what happened that day wasn't just a battle. It wasn't just a loss. It was a lesson that would echo far beyond the Falklands. Because the most advanced systems in the world had failed, not because they were weak, but because they weren't prepared for something so simple. Jets flying low, staying invisible, exploiting the one weakness no one expected to matter. And in that moment, technology wasn't enough. Because on that day, victory didn't belong to the most powerful. It belonged to the ones willing to take the greatest risk. The ones who flew into danger, knowing exactly what it meant. And that's what made the difference. If you want more real stories like this, where history feels more intense than fiction, make sure you subscribe. Because sometimes, the most unbelievable stories are the ones that actually happened.